It's 7:30 in the morning. Another day arrives. Time and time again you find yourself wasting precious time looking in the mirror, trying to recognize yourself, almost as if you're searching for a completely different person. Picking yourself apart like a puzzle. This makes me look too girly. This looks too manly. You find yourself slowly becoming discontented. The version of yourself you see in the mirror is disconnected from the version in your head. Why is everyone seemingly going through an identity crisis right now? What's brought this epidemic upon today's generations? So many labels thrown around these days, and while these terms can be helpful in finding yourself and like-minded people, some can't help but feel restricted, as if put in a box. We are scared that we'll be seen as attention seekers, that once you find a label you must stick to it and cannot change it. It can feel extremely limiting. But I don't blame these labels. After all, people just want to know what they are. And that they're not alone. This world revolves around labeling. It's unavoidable. From animals to food, buildings to countries, labeling is crucial in order to know what it is you're looking at. But I can sympathise for those who find all these gender expressions and sexualities overwhelming. It's a lot of new information coming out in such short time, so of course many understand the confusion those of us may feel. It's exhausting trying to cover up all the time, as if having a double life. Although all seems fine on the outside, there's another person inside just dying to claw itself out. So desperate to conform, it soon becomes tedious. We find ourselves losing hope, turning cold and withdrawn, because every little thing that we want we have to fight for. The many times you went to the hairdressers and were denied the haircut you wanted because it was a boy's haircut. Or that time you cried during football from an injury and you were told to grow a pair and stop acting like a girl. It only adds fuel to the fire already burning inside. And before you know it, your innocent child mind has already connected the dots between what is expected of you and what people don't like. But the bridge between what is determined feminine and masculine is so minuscule, fluid in every decade that passes. What was masculine then may not be now, and what wasn't feminine back then may be now. Once you become self-conscious, it seems that any little thing that is abnormal about you starts to stick out. So yes, some lash out, some push people away. We treat people how we had been treated, because for some it's all they know. It seems funny how those who complain about all the labels, the 100 genders and so on, usually we're the ones constantly labelling anything seen as different. So why can't we choose to label ourselves? If other people are going to call us names and try to tell us what we are, then why can't we do so for ourselves? What would you rather be called? A slur? Because in all honesty, some of us are only confused because we have been made to feel like we should be. That girl who acts like a tomboy, she may have just been a girl who liked football, but because of the remarks that she might as well be a man, she gets confused. Doubts whether or not she was born in the right body. That boy who liked dancing may not have been gay, but again, the stigmas and patronising comments prevent him of thinking about anything other than, am I gay? Unable to enjoy anything remotely feminine in fear of confirming his confusion. If we live in a world where people always try and tell us who we are and who we should be, without us even knowing who we are or what we want, then it's really no surprise that many of us will fall into a deep pit of confusion.